So here we are today in Constipation City, and we're at a lovely little park, which I believe is called Dacroix Pupilingui Park, named after the great artist who lived in this city for many years, and whose art can be viewed at the Ciceroangoin National Gallery, which we were recently at, me and Cicero, a couple of weeks ago. And speaking of which, why don't you get in there, Cicero, and you can share with us your feelings on this leisurely vacation that we have taken to Constipation City.
Yeah, man, so I don't know if you've seen our film. Have we posted that stuff yet?
No, we
No, we
haven't.
haven't
We don't
posted
even
it.
have
Okay,
any
you guys get
supporting
ready
characters.
for it because it's gonna rock your world.
If you say so.
Yeah, so it's Vladislav on the Cost and Dacroix Pupilingui and a lot of great artists. And we were in there, the cellar, the National Gallery of my great museum in Cicerongo. And yeah, so anyhow, yeah, it was a beautiful place. It's in a beautiful place called Pupilabla Lake. Pupilabla Lake, it's the hot springs, the Pupilabla hot springs. A lot of people there from Japan, man. They love that hot water. Oh man. I do too. Love the hot water. Hey man, so anyhow, what else is going on, buddy? What are you doing?
Well, I just came here for a vacation, but I did recently get a report from my boss at the spy agency saying that Felix may have been sighted nearby, not in Constipation City, but in the suburb of Tapupu, so I may have to head there later
The
today.
poo-poos, oh my god, that's where
Yes,
all
they
the...
only have 31 people living there, so if Felix was sighted there, somebody would probably notice him. It's like a tenth of a square mile in size.
Man, you're chilling way back in the seat, man.
You're right, I should get closer
Yeah,
and
yeah,
let
'cause
all the
you're
viewers look at my lovely
so
face.
handsome.
Well, you say so, and I certainly am.
Yes,
And
there you go.
everybody
That's where you should be,
agrees.
because you want to know. You know what I heard?
What?
I heard that Quacks for Spraka, the one and only,
I know who he is. What about
the
him?
great plubalist artist, he wants to paint your portrait.
I didn't even know he was still alive.
Are you kidding me?
Where does he live?
He never died, man.
Where does Mr. Sprecher live?
Where does he live?
Uh-huh.
Well, he lives in New York City sometimes. Sometimes he lives in Constipation City. Sometimes he lives in Cicerongo City. He's been sighted in on the island of Zambozo. He's everywhere, man. Come on.
Oh, yes, of course, being human, he would stand out pretty well in a place like Zambozo. but-
He's 1/8 Subizi.
I know he is. Yes.
1/8 Subizi.
Which means he has a slight little halo and bigger eyes and...
But when you pluck his halo out, if you get pissed off at him, you pull his halo out,
Yes.
it doesn't go back very fast
No, of
because he's
course
only
not.
1/8 Subizi. Brother, that thing takes forever to grow back. It's like, you know, a
Naturally.
5 o'clock shadow when your beard grows back before 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Is this kind of like a 3-month halo?
You have a beard all over your body.
Hey, check this out. Look at my beard, man. I got a 5 o'clock shadow. Oh, hey, listen, 24/7 shadow. Can we sing the 24/7 shadow
You
song?
will. I'm too logical to say such a thing.
I'm just going to
but,
rewrite. I'm going to write it right
Okay,
now.
you sing it and I'll stand by and watch and
Okay,
roll my eyes at you.
24/7 shadow,
My eyes are
24/7 shadow,
Shaking my head.
is what I have on my faces. Okay,
Ladies and
that.
gentlemen,
all right.
Cicero is a crazy gorilla.
Speaking
No
of the-
offense, of course, I love you.
Speaking
I
of the
love
faces,
craziness. I'm just
speaking
not
of the faces,
very crazy
isn't
myself.
Little Ron of the Rolling Stones? Doesn't he have a faces?
What do you mean?
Doesn't he have a faces?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Wasn't he a member of the
Oh, yes,
of
you're
the
right.
rock and roll band,
Yes, he was.
the Little
You could have
Faces?
phrased that better.
Was it the Little Faces or the Face to Faces, or what was the name of that band? And you know, what the hell was the name of that band? Come on, help me out here. Help me out here.
Well, I'm not very up to date on any
On
kind
rock
of
and roll?
human culture.
Do you know it's only rock and roll, but you like it?
No, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. Yes, I do. Only rock and roll. I thought I wasn't going to sing in this video, but you know what? I've caught
But I
singing
fucking
bug.
like it. Love it. I love
typically
it. I don't
sing
like it.
in a
You
bit
know
more
what?
understated manner than you do, Mr. Gorilla.
Listen, I'm gonna phone Mick Jagger. I got his number. You know who I got Mick Jagger's number from?
No.
Sir Richard Starkey.
Oh,
Sir Richard. Yeah, Sir
heard
Richard
of
and I
him.
are doing a little
I
biz.
imagine he's a very little-known musician.
Real
who's probably
estate.
never had any success.
Sir Richard
Mr.
and I are
Starkey.
doing a little real estate thing together, and I talked to him and I said, Sir Rich, listen, honestly, come on now. Come on now. I need Mick Jagger's phone number. I need his phone number. Yeah. And the reason why is because I wanted to write him, and, you know, because that's what you do with phone numbers now. You can actually write people with a fucking phone number. Excuse my language. PH. You spell it with a PH, it's legal in my country. Anyhow, and then I was going to say to him, Mick, I don't like that song. I like, what is it? Come on now. It's only rock and roll, but I love it. That's what I want him to change the
Only
words
rock
to.
and roll, but
I love it.
I'm not gonna sing anymore.
Okay, don't sing anymore. Don't
because
sing.
you know what? I am calm and logical, and you are wild, and
I can be
Garfield
logical.
is moving over there.
I
Come
can
on.
be
What's
logical.
Garfield trying to do? Is he climbing up the wall of the
Yeah, we bought a
window like
Garfield. Have you
spider?
guys ever heard of Garfield? He was very
Yes.
popular on the planet Earth.
In the 80s, I think.
I mean, Cicero's on the planet Earth, but you know, in Cicero, we like to think of all the countries outside of Africa
I think
as
I
on
know
a different
the
planet.
explanation.
On a different planet.
Garfield the cat was a popular cartoon character from the 80s who would
Yeah.
sometimes pop up clinging to the windows of people's cars.
Didn't you once
And-
steal him?
What?
Didn't you and your sister once steal a Garfield, a graphic novel of Garfield at a coffee shop, and they chased you around the
Yes, but
mall?
I'd prefer you don't.
They chased you around
I'd
the
prefer you
mall.
don't ever
They
mention
chased you around the
my
mall.
sister because she is so ugly that.
Your
I like
sister's
to-
not ugly.
Yes,
I love your
Shemaine-
sister.
Shemaine is hideous. Okay, I don't even want to acknowledge her existence
Shemaine.
because she looks like Frankenstein.
Shemaine was named after a very famous movie star, Sophia Loren. Okay, that's who Shemaine. She was named after the. What was the name of that movie that Sophia Loren rocked the Shemaine character in? What was? Help me out
Sorry,
here.
I'm not up to date on my human culture, but anyways, I think I'd better take over this.
Yeah, you take over. The
Anyways,
video.
so yeah, we have
You're hurting my feelings,
a
but you're right.
Garfield the cat suction cup toy on the window of our car, which makes it look like a time machine to the 1980s.
I'm trying to get him off the window, but he don't go. I'm gonna get my gun out.
Well, I guess it proves he's actually a pretty high quality
I'm gonna shoot him.
toy.
Okay, here we go.
That's your answer to everything. More bullets.
Okay, there he goes.
I love your
Yeah.
mouth made.
No, this is the gun without the mouth.
Yes,
That's real smart bullets.
you enhance it with your mouth.
And then when I enhance it with my
have a
mouth, it's
rather
not just
large mouth,
it's
by
not
the
just
way.
smart bullets, but it's moist smart bullets. So you check it out. Now all the people in X-Land, hey, by the way, Elon Musk, you're a pretty brilliant guy, made a lot of money, but what the F's this thing with X, man? That doesn't roll
believe
off the
Twitter
lips.
was more
It doesn't roll off the
catchy.
lips. That's a letter. That's the word.
Twitter.
That's a letter you make with the back of your mouth, and it's not exactly catchy.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
X.
Twitter. I like Twitter.
Twitter.
So anyhow, I
Rolls off
got
the tongue
Garfield. I got his
All right,
carcass.
show him to us.
I'm gonna show Garfield's carcass here, part
You
of it.
killed a orange fat cat.
There,
He's not.
I'm dangling it.
There he is.
I'm
You can see the
dangling it.
suction cups on his hands.
Okay, let me see it. I can see his ugly
So
face.
yes, show his.
Can you
fat,
see his ugly
straight
face?
Of course I can. Yes.
I'm looking at his ugly. I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn his ugly. No, he likes it. He's smoking it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Street cred.
So I can't let you.
Oh man,
I can't
give the
let you
guy,
burn him.
give
I
the
have
guy
to
some
pull out
street cred. He's a
your cigar because
he's
that's
a
a very
thug, man.
valuable stuff.
Thug
in
life. Thug life with Garfield.
Indeed.
Come on, let's show us. Here he is. Come on, here we go. Here, get up there, buddy. Get up there. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's still alive. He looks alive. Oh my god. That's him. That's Garfield. He was
undead.
famous. Oh my god. The lights went out. What's going on here? Didn't we pay the bill?
I will turn it back on with my mouth.
Zelensky shut off our power. What? That mother.
There we
That's
go.
that Zelensky son
I'm
of a
good at
bitch,
turning
man.
things on with my
Hey,
mouth.
my advice to you, Zelensky, is eat this sour mash grenade here with sour blast.
Sour blast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyhow, you take over. I've had it. I'm out
All
here.
right. So
I need a
you
nap.
just saw the corpse, possibly the corpse of Garfield the cat. And by the way, isn't it true that your boss Sammy used to wrestle as Sabisi dressed as and build as Garfield the cat?
Hey man, I was sneezing. What? Sammy Sabizes wears a dress?
No, he used to wrestle
Oh, wrestle.
a Sabisi who was dressed as Garfield the cat.
Was that Dexter Clarence?
No, it was David Biluganchis.
David Williganchis, that's right.
Yes, but
Yes,
he's billed
yes.
as Garfield the cat.
Sammy, can I get in here? I'll get behind
Of
it.
course.
Sammy, am I in that frame?
Yes, you are.
I'm not paying attention to that. Sammy had a pretty good record. Yeah, come on now, get in front of me. I got your back. Sammy had a pretty good record as a wrestler. He was, I think, 7 wins and 6 losses. And he even had a couple of, he lost almost always to that Garfield guy, Williganchis.
Absolutely.
He did his best. He won the first 2, and then after that, and that's when he fired him. Because being the leader of the troop and owner and impresario of the troop, he said, I ain't going to let that guy whoop me anymore. But anyhow, yeah, that's the truth. So anyhow, yeah, you take over because I'm going to go over here and
Alright,
I'm
so-
putting Garfield back up on the window.
Anyway,
Because it keeps
what to
it
talk
keeps
about?
mosquitoes away.
Well, I suppose I could talk about
Yeah.
the weather, which is pretty rainy over here,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels pretty chilly inside this car. But that could just be because I'm cooling it down with my body temperature. Because wherever I go, it becomes much colder. I can make it snow at the beach in July. and
I've
the
seen
sand
it.
will turn
I've
into
seen it,
sand.
man.
I can,
It's truth.
yes,
It's truth, man.
and I can blow on gorilla cigars and make them go out.
Yep. In fact, check this out. See my ace of hearts.
Yes, your
See
ace
that?
of farts.
That
because you are the
that
ace
card
of
used to be black.
farts.
Well, it's ace of hearts, not farts. Not even with this. Not even spelled with.
With PH.
Not
I
even.
get it.
But anyhow, see that used to be black, and then you breathed on it and it turned white. Froze. That's frost. That's frost. See, that's Frosty. You know what? Frosty, the snowman. He was
Frosty,
the snowman. He was
I
the.
will not sing anymore.
Come on, what are the words? But anyhow,
Frosty,
the snowman.
Was a
He's
jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made of coal.
Yes, anyhow, Frosty the snowman would feel very frosty when I pulled that out of my sleeve and took his house away from him. In a poker game with Klinger.
Yes, that
Yeah.
guy.
Klinger plays poker
Speaking
with
of,
us.
speaking of,
Klinger's living in the
magnificent-
cellar of the National Gallery of Cicero, right next door to Jimi Hendrix's
Does he still
Electric
have his dress
Ladyland.
on?
Of course, he still has his dress on.
You've drawn some cartoons of him in the past.
I have. Oh, you love that, don't you? My jumping out of that helicopter was it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Colonel Potter says, no Section 8 for you, my friend.
No, not at
Not
all.
crazy
Not at
enough.
all. He's not giving out. He gave out a Section 4.5 to him, which is like you get splints on your legs and green jello. For a
Yes,
month.
through the nostrils. Green jello
Absolutely.
through the nostrils.
Sven Mikita style.
Absolutely.
Right through the nostrils. Life lessons.
Well, I thought that was Sammy's
Life lessons
territory.
with Sven
You're
Mikita.
butting in on Sammy's
I know.
territory.
Life lessons from Sven Mikita
And
was
von Kluck, von Urk.
the most popular TV series in Grimpoopoo and Subisi Land for 5 years in a
Well, of
row.
course.
Even though it was repeated for 5 years. It was only one season. Life lessons from Sven Mikita and what's that? Kluck von Urk?
Von Kluck, von Urk.
Von Kluck von Urk. He was a baron. Von Kluck. The castle of Von Kluck is actually in Slovakia. Nobody's on. Hey, come on, dead air, man. Nobody was up there. What are you doing? Are you doing your my
Slowly sneaking up on the camera so that I can say, Cicero, you smell like you just did an ace of farts
in my
your
rear
gorilla
end?
underwear
With my rear end.
with your rear end.
Well,
So is
listen.
anything else you
I'm a gorilla,
Yes, you are. No,
and I
we
try
are
to
about
smell like a
that.
gorilla. Listen, come on. Are you trying to shame me for being a gorilla?
No.
How
I'm not.
woke is that? I
But I
am a
have
male
your hair.
gorilla, and I refuse to be shamed for
course
smelling
you do.
like a male gorilla with 4 stars in the army. Okay,
And
stra-
Popeye sticks on their
I'm
helmet.
listen. I'm a strategic genius, man. I got Heinz Guderian from. I got him. I memorized my Heinz Guderian. Okay, I know all about attacking the enemy in force with the tanks. You got the infantry coming up behind. You got artillery. You got your Luftwaffe dropping bombs on.
Hey, Cicero, can I,
Yeah, I
can
know all
ask
that
you one
stuff.
question?
Yeah, one question.
Have you ever actually spent a day in the army? I just want to know that. Have you made this all up? Did you buy that costume from Spirit Halloween?
No,
Or have you actually been in the army? 'Cause
Come on
I
now.
don't think there are enough gorillas in Subisi Land to even make an army.
No, man. You're starting to sound like you've lost your mind. You're starting to sound like you're solipsistic nonsense where you think you're the only person that... Listen, man, I started as a private. I worked my way up to sergeant. And then the guy said, because you're such a good non-commissioned officer, the general in charge of my division said, you should go to the military academy. I can send you there. So I went to the military academy. I graduated 50th out of 100 humans and a few gorillas. Number 1 amongst the gorillas. Worked my way up as a lieutenant all the way up to general. 4-star general. All in 10
I have
years.
one more
All in 10
I have one more
years,
question
man.
To ask you.
Yeah, okay, what's
now, because
So the answer to the question is, I've been in the army for 25
so
years.
now because I haven't spent much time in Subisi Land,
You should.
yes, and of course I've done my research on it. But are
Come
there
on, now
more?
get. We want close
Are
ups.
there more humans?
Come on, that's the money shot.
Are there
right
more?
there.
Are there more
Those
humans?
are the money notes.
Or talking gorillas in Subisi Land?
In Subisi Land.
Yes.
Yeah, there aren't many of either. Actually, except for me and my regiment.
Yes.
We're the only gorillas because we got control of the barony of Cicero that we stole off of Sammy. That used to be one of his plantations where he had a spam
This is his
factory.
car, you know. He could hear you. He could be in the back seat.
So we
listening
turned that
right
spam
now.
factory into coconut cream pie and banana cream pie factory. We're branching out. We make perfume now.
If you're listening, Sammy, he doesn't mean any of it.
But
Don't
anyhow.
fire me for associating.
So
with
what was
him.
the question? I'm confused now.
All right. Well, you all.
Oh yeah, humans. There are about 100 humans in Kumpupu and about 1,000 gorillas and about 750,000 Subisis.
All right. Well, yes.
And I know all these things because I'm a geopolitician.
Yes.
I need to know that stuff
You are.
better. I can't
All
do my
right.
job.
So, anyways, I'm going to do my mouth of fears now.
The cigar is a good one. That's a good cigar. Me too, man. I am Marcus Quintilius Cicero, and I am out of here.